Well, the dungeon's coming down around our ears, but we rested for 8 hours anyways, and now let's have some conversations with Gan. I mean, it's just gonna rumble here indefinitely, so...
Gulkash is gone.
Won't hit us.
And I feel... loss. All that time wasted in judging her for something she had not done. She did the exact opposite of what I had believed all my life. Felt the exact opposite. She loved me, and loved my father. How much of such dreams and hopes are left unsaid between others? And how many could be saved or healed by such knowledge? If I am ever to love, I will speak of it. This is my promise, the first vow I have ever made. And if I am loved in return, then it shall only be the first vow of many.
I think he's hitting on me, but I'm not sure. As I mentioned, I'm going to avoid having, romantic relationships in video games, or just, I don't know, they're kind of a dumb idea as far as I'm concerned. But, some people like them. And also, now that we have a little bit more influence with Gan, it's up to 59, let's have a little chat with him about, and see if we can pick up his influence feed.
Ah, good. I was hoping we could speak for a moment. It has been some time since I traveled with someone I can trust. As such, I have been more open with you than with others I have had the misfortune to meet in Rashomon. Opening oneself to another touched by the spirits, however, can have other effects. It can open one's inner sight, the eye that one uses while dreaming. The dreamer's eye in the Rashemi tongue.
Which would have made more sense if they hadn't translated it, but I don't think that they bothered actually creating a language.
You will notice you see many things clearer than before. You may find yourself finishing others' sentences or shaping their incomplete thoughts. I also suspect this sight will allow you to see the spirits of others easier, should you use your powers on them, and possibly quench your hunger more fully. But that is just speculation.
Oh, I'm completing other sentences because I've played the game before. That's why.
Your dreamer's eyes open now, whether you realize it or not. Even should we be apart, or I should fall in battle, it will remain open. I think you will find the world and those who dream within it to be even more fascinating than before.
Okay. So, that gives +1 charisma, like the other feats, like Blessing of the Menagerie and Devotion of the Red Wizard. It gives +1 to charisma that's always active and stacks with other bonuses. I also get essentially 5% more spirit energy out of eating stuff. Not a big deal, but hey, While we're having conversations, let's talk to Oku too, because I think I've got enough for his history feat too.
When you first bested me, I gained an appreciation for your strength. Though I did not think you were so mighty as to defeat me with an army of spirits at my side, you proved me wrong.
And so you fought well himself.
When I started traveling with you, I did not question your might, but I had doubts about your character. I have been watching you, observing your words and actions, and I am confident that you genuinely wish to end this curse. You have not become the Spirit Eater, have not embraced the twisted power within you. My confidence in my oath is strengthened, and in return, I offer you a gift.
The third option, what kind of gift would a spirit bearer have to offer me? Spirit salmon? Well, we'll just be more appreciative.
My confidence in you, in the value of my oath, strengthens my spirit. I give to you a measure of that resolve. I cannot relieve you of the hunger's burden, but I can lend you my will in resisting it. Lesser mortals would abuse the power of your curse. This is my way of thanking you for your strength.
Okay. And that one, let's see, Bear King's Enduring Spirit gives me +1 to con, +2 to will saves, and essentially makes suppress more efficient. I may actually use suppress in a second here because I don't think there's going to be many things to eat. But alright, I want to head the right way. On the far side of Vilkosh is the stairs up. And where are they? Here they are. At the top of the stairs here, it autosaves, which is usually a bad sign. And there's a door, and there's a trap. I'm not really sure actually what that trap did, but on the far side of this door there are some hag spawn guards, so I'm going to make sure to cast Foundation Stone. And they're melee attackers, so I'm going to Sunburst them. Gotta actually target a space I can see. And meh. 3 of 4 ain't bad. And then we'll just go back to the usual Rain of Ice. I'm not actually sure what Oku got hit by. It said Mistress damaged him with 7 fire. But... oh, she cast a firewall back there. Oh, I see. And they're slowly burning to death. That's a really powerful spell if I can't even notice it. Come on, people. Try not to be quite so embarrassingly weak. Though it is taking me quite a few ice storms to get rid of these stupid guards. We're of course sitting around looking like idiots because they're all blind. Alright, that looks like I got rid of them. Oh, I got the Mistress too. I'm gonna clean up and be right back. The Mistress drops this item called Dread Wraps, which is it's clothing. It's AC bonus +10, which is better than what I have. The ability score penalty is actually sort of irrelevant because if you have Death Ward cast or Bone Dancer's Ring or anything, when you equip it, you don't lose the Constitution and it stays afterwards, even if you lose Death Ward or take the ring off. Damage, vulnerability, fire 50% we already have, and that doesn't stack. It gives immunity to paralysis, immunity to sneak attack, and resistance magical, which basically means that it's resistance against Greater Missile Storm, which enemies don't really use that often. That's actually a very nice piece of armor for a wizard, but honestly, it's not better enough that I'm just switch off the Robe of the Archmagi, mostly because it looks dumb. And you know, vanity is ultimately important. Actually, if vanity mattered more to me, I'd probably be playing at slightly higher resolutions and everything. But and not like I can actually see what I'm wearing when I'm under 6 levels of layers of spells. But that's my bad reason for not picking it up. There are also a bunch of corpses here, so I'm going to clean those up. They didn't have anything of interest. It's just, you know, generic loot, some of which is, you know, there's a Scarab of Protection there, I guess. It's not terrible, but the Slumbering Coven is there, and this door here is locked. Let's see if we can actually get out of it. I think we have to deal with the Slumbering Coven before... Yep, we have to deal with the Slumbering Coven before they're going to let us out. That door leads back, if you look at the map, back to where we were budging in line. So, this is the end of this area, though it's sort of a complicated end. There are 9 hags in the Slumbering Coven. And apparently these energy fields keep them safe, but we can invade their dreams using the Dreamer's Eye. now. I don't. Apparently, we're back in. This looks like Shadow Theater, maybe. I don't know where we are. Really, it's in their dreams, I guess. One quirk, and I guess this is sort of ironic, is that you can rest in their dreams safely. Sort of a strange concept, maybe. But I'm gonna do it. If you try to rest in the skein, you can sometimes get attacked. And I used some spells fighting those hag guards, so I'm going to just rest up before we continue.